This is episode number 3 of our Loft Team podcast. We're just cutting it up, talking about the housing market and trying to set people up like yourself in a good position to know what's actually happening, boots on the ground. We're actively working with clients. We'll work with our 1,000th client either this year or beginning of 2026. Whoop, whoop. We've been in business now over 8 years, selling in Southern Delaware specifically. And recently the market's changed quite a bit. We felt that we needed to have a better platform for discussing what's happening right now because of how drastically different this housing market is. This isn't just something where like in 2021 or 2019, you look up what your credit score is, you look up how much you need to have as a down payment. That's pretty much the end of the battle. We now have home prices that have increased over 47% in the last 5 years. Home insurance has gone up in premiums nearly 50% across the country, and specifically Delaware just had a tax reassessment. So even though we're top 10 still in the country, as of the last data for property taxes, we don't know where we're going to fall. Some people think we'll fall like in the mid-30s once all the numbers shake out. Still good, but a little better. So can we walk through, for those that didn't catch our little controversial episode last episode 2, where we talked about is Delaware full? If you didn't catch that, can we go through and just intro ourselves real quick?
Yeah, I'm Jeff. Been doing this for, most recently about
Jesus was born, right?
about 5 or 6 years. Retired Air Force. Love doing what I do. Love working with the buyers and the sellers, but I do enjoy buyers so much. I love the thrill of the hunt and seeing that smile on their face when you find that home for them that works perfectly.
And don't sell yourself short on the experience. You were in new construction a lot before that.
I was.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
About, I guess, 13 years total.
Yeah, old man.
Yeah.
After 21 years in another career.
Exactly.
Wow, jeez.
Career number 3 now.
Well, it's career number 2.
He's staring at me.
Next.
My name's Austin Goddard. Been doing this 7, 8 years at this point. I was the fire service before that. Again, enjoy working with buyers. Work with a lot of relocation, especially out of New York, New Jersey. I tend to work a lot with retired NYPD, FDNY, DOC New Yorkers. Hey, it's fine. We're gonna make it work. I guess that's how they say it. Hey, salami. I don't know, but do a lot of relocation. It's fun being able to help people find their forever home here.
Salami?
Salami.
That was your New York. That was your impression of someone in New York. Salami.
Salami. Hey, I don't know.
My name's Zachary Fowles. Started Loft 6.5 years ago after we found out the system we were using was working and was really helping people, especially relocating to Delaware. And now we have a awesome King Arthur's table of just no new agents, nobody that doesn't know the area, nobody that doesn't know every little inch of every document. It's a superstar team, so really happy to be a part of it.
Me.
And Carla's a key part of it.
Carla Montes. I've been a realtor for about 5 years now. I am an Air Force veteran, so I specialize in military relocation, whether you're buying or selling. So hit me up. And
against your current client's thoughts, we're not married.
No, we're not married. Maybe we will someday.
No, I think Jackie would hurt me. So let's get into the conversation. I kind of want to bleed off our last conversation a little bit, but we don't have to delve too deeply into it. A lot of the conversation around is Delaware full does market around are homes being built today for locals or for relocators. A lot of our conversation kind of resorted to a lot of it's being built for relocators. So let's talk to the relocator. Where in Delaware right now is the opportunity? If I'm coming from New York, I'm coming from New Jersey, my home's well over $650K, I'm paying $10K in property taxes. Really anywhere in Delaware sounds like a cheaper option. Where should I be looking for retirement?
Well, I would say, first of all, it depends on what type of lifestyle are you looking for.
Okay.
Do you want to be around the beaches, the shopping, that type of area, that type of vibe? If you do, then it's going to be, the coast of Sussex County, the Rehoboth, Lewis, Milton area, most likely, maybe even Bethany. But I would say if you're looking for just more of a traditional, environment, just normal day-to-day life, Kent County is a great option because Kent County still has a lot of new construction, resales, good balance of those, and the pricing is probably a little bit better than it is down
It's
that way.
Yeah, it's the only county where we're starting to see some price compression.
Yeah.
Well, you're also central, so it's like if you want to go to the airport or whatever,
That's right.
you're in the middle. You want to go to the beaches, you're still like
That's right.
40 minutes away. So
It is
not bad.
definitely the most central part of the state, and I do get that a lot of times with people. You know, how can I get back to X? Where's my closest place to go to Y?
Yeah.
You know, and Kent County is certainly that.
I would say a lot of my relocators recently, what they've been looking for, they can find within about 20 minutes of Milford, give or take. Some of them want to be a little closer to the beach because that's their vibe. Some of them don't want that. They'd rather be new construction but pay a little bit less, so they'll look more up in Magnolia or even in the Georgetown area. Still get that single-story rancher that makes sense for them. And some of them want to live actually like in Milford, right? They want to be closest to the beach, be able to travel, like take a flight out of Baltimore, Philadelphia if they want to, but have the convenience of being in like a growing community, having restaurants really close to shopping, close to the hospital. So that's why a lot of my clients, they've been just saying 20 minutes, Milford, perfect. Now let's just find the house that makes sense for us and the specifics we need at the end of
That's
the
a
day.
Delaware lifestyle that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Of being in Felton. It's like, okay, am I going to go 15 minutes south to go to like Milford? Yep. Or am I going to go 15 minutes north to go to Dover? And I think a lot of people in Delaware kind of live that lifestyle where they're 10, 15 minutes from most things.
Yep.
But that yields the price point that you're able to get. That's right. So we're going to touch on the beaches later because we're going to do a little game. I'm going to get everyone's opinion on the beaches. We'll do a little game on the beaches, so hold on for that. But you mentioned the different types of lifestyles. Can we kind of like label those out real quick? Like you mentioned someone that's living on the coast. Okay, we're probably spending $750K minimum. We're wanting to be near Rehoboth, Dewey, Cape. You mentioned Kent County as a slower, farmier, maybe smells a little bit more like chicken every now and then option. Could I bring up the third of just being on the outskirts of the beaches in Sussex County as probably my favorite underrated opportunity? Like the Millsbros, Miltons, Long Necks, Ocean View. What do we think about those areas? Because I think they're on the come up, just for being around the beaches.
They have to be because, you know, there's only so many homes and so much dirt left in those other areas, and the price points are, you know, continuing to rise in that area. So people's options are, you know, let's move a little bit further out, and there's still. What I do like about that area is, because I'm down that way a lot, and you know your GPS will bring you down roads sometimes that you haven't ever really been on before, and there's still a lot of just normal, just day-to-day homes and areas and bless you, farms and. That area hasn't been overgrown yet.
No, Central Sussex.
It really hadn't. There's still a lot of areas in Sussex that have not been touched, but yet you're still close enough to everyone and everything to go do the things that you want to do. So I do like those options too. So yeah, I say that when I talk to somebody and they're relocating and they tell me I want to be in the beach area, one of my first questions is, tell me how many minutes you want to be from the beach and what is your purpose for being at the beach. Oftentimes,
What is your purpose for being here? State your intentions now.
State or tell me
it's
now.
honestly, it's usually not, I want to go sit on the beach every day.
Yeah.
It's, I want to go walk, I want a walkable area, I want to go biking, I want to be
options
close
to
to the
do,
bike
yeah.
trail. I want options.
Shopping.
Maybe when the grandkids come a couple of times a year, we want to be able to go to the beach.
Or Funland or whatever,
But but ultimately, they're not wanting to be, you know, a walk from
2 blocks
the
from the beach, yeah.
You know, they're not looking to spend the $4 million.
Yeah, I was about to say the minimum.
But if you are, it's okay.
We'll help
We can
you.
find that too.
We'll help.
But oftentimes it is, you know, I just want to be 20 to 30 minutes away, you know.
And that's
that is all day
accomplishable
long.
in those Milton, Millsbros, Harbison, which I recently found that's not an actual city. It's a township. Yeah. I didn't know that. I've been lied to my whole life.
There's a roll farms there.
There is a Royal Farms there. Yeah.
That should make it an official town.
Come on, guys.
No, it's
Where's
once you get the Wawa.
That's when
Once
it's
you
real.
get once you get the Wawa,
That's why
you're an
Felton,
official town.
Felton might be official soon once they get the Wawa.
If they
talked
get the
about that
Wawa,
for
they've been
years.
promised for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's been a minute.
If that Wawa ever comes to pass, the Goose Creek,
Oh,
it's going to
bless.
be a bad day for them.
It will be
Wawa
very bad day
finally
for
happens.
Goose Creek.
So what's the spot for you then? We mentioned the coast, outskirts of Sussex, Kent.
I
Is
mean,
there-
I work with all the military, so they want to be close to the base. I mean, I think the farthest one that I found, like they want to be about 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
That would be like the farthest that they would go, but that's where they want like the land. They don't want to be near people. So like, you take them to Harrington, or
Westover,
you take them to Clinton. It's like so you could still, or somewhere behind Hartley, whatever it's over there in the west. So that's where they're okay with. Most of them.
I like you say whatever is over there in the west, like we haven't discovered what's over there yet.
There's 2 houses maybe.
And then, but that's far and few in between that they want to do that. Most of them want to be like within 20 minutes, whether that's Milford, Smyrna, if you're Route 1 or somewhere like in Camden. But usually my military people stay within like a 30-minute radius.
Yeah, 20 minutes from the flagpoles, they say.
Kent County.
Kent County, which is Kent County.
Yeah.
I mean,
20 minutes from Dover is Kent County.
20 minutes. 30 minutes, you can get into Sussex a little bit when you go to Milford, Milford,
Yeah,
Lincoln,
getting like the weird
Lincoln.
Harrington areas, maybe you're stretching it over
exactly.
to the base. But
So, yeah, that's usually where my military people stay within.
that's their house.
And and I mean that can vary between like being kind of like in the farm area or kind of like in the suburbs.
Because there's a lot of different subsections of Delaware. When people look at Delaware, like from the outside looking in, it's kind of painted in one way. But then you get here, and we've had plenty of clients do this, where they think Delaware is one thing, and then they come down here, and we've had both sides, where they're like, wow, this is not what I thought it was. We'd love to see this town, actually. And then other people come down here like, wow, this place stinks. I hate this. I'm going back to New York. So we just have a lot of different subsections. Just like
it changes so much faster. I thought.
No, you go ahead.
I've talked to some people where, especially out of Florida, a little bit Jersey, but Florida, where they live in a community of like 10,000 houses. And they'll have their own little shopping, this, that, the other. And they're like
the villages or something.
Yeah, the villages. Like, is that in Delaware? I'm like,
that's the whole
you'll get a
state of
pickleball
Delaware.
court.
Do you have a Margaritaville down there in Delaware?
No.
That is the
You
whole
can
state
go
of
to
Delaware.
Milford, you go to Mill in
Does
Rehoboth.
Jimmy Buffett have a neighborhood?
Yeah. It's like, no, you go from town to town to town. It's all within 20, 30 minutes that you had anyways, versus, you drove 8 blocks to your neighbor's house. So it's a different setup. But yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, I to piggyback off that, I actually had clients that called me, and I think I shared this with you, Zach, that they really wanted exactly what you were describing. He's like, we're really looking for that. We've been down to South Carolina, and they have some huge communities down there. This one community we loved had 4 clubhouses and all these different pickleball courts and all the activities, and there were like 5,000 homes. And he said, what do you got? I'm like, not that. We don't. We just don't have that.
50 homes in a community.
But all that said, we showed them some communities, and they realized that really wasn't what they were looking for. It's almost like what Austin said. They realized that, hey, I can live in this community that I love, in a beautiful home that has a nice clubhouse and a great vibe in the community, like-minded people around me, and I can go to these different places to go shopping and to restaurants. Because at the end of the day, if you live in a community, in my opinion, that has 2 or 3 restaurants, how often are you going to go to those restaurants? You're going to go to the ones surrounding. You're not going to want to go to the same places all the time. No. So I think that might be a little overrated. So I love that Delaware does have the ability to just, be to this place and that place within 15 to 20 minutes in any direction that you go.
And I think that's something that, especially when I've talked to like New Yorkers coming here, they're like, well, everything should be walkable. We're used to that. Yes. But here's the thing. Let's talk Manhattan. If you live in Chelsea and you want to go shopping in the financial district, you're going to hop on the train and be on a 20-minute drive, just like living in Milford. If I want to go shop at the outlets, I'm going to drive 20 minutes. I just won't be on a train. It's the same thing. It's just we have those hubs just like that.
We don't have public transportation like that.
You're just going to drive everywhere instead of being on a train. 100%.
I think we're bottom 5 in the country for public transportation.
They're talking about a train again.
Yeah, are they really talking about train again?
Yes.
Like going from riding the one that we already have all the way down?
Yeah.
That would be... I think we talked about this on episode 1. That's such a good possible solution for traffic.
It used to be for transportation, for like civilian transportation, way back in the day, like 70 years ago.
Like passenger train?
Passenger train, yeah. Forever ago, used to.
Okay, so before anyone was living in Rehoboth Beach, we had a transit.
We had a train. We beat New York out.
Before the outlets were bringing thousands of
I'm sure there'd be a lot of infrastructure to have to go in place there, because those tracks are not built for high-speed train.
Well, and I'm assuming that the tracks that exist would remain because they still get used.
They still get used for commercial all the time.
Maybe.
They may. Or they would put the type of train that would work on that. So it'd be slower speeds.
It'd be like an Amtrak.
Amtrak, yeah. Or whoever
Which
would
we
pick
already
it
have
up.
in Wilmington.
We do. In Newark.
Newark.
Yeah, both. Those is both. Goes to Wilmington and Newark.
Yeah.
One of them.
I'm a Southern Delaware guy.
And speaking of like Newark area, I just recently had clients that were relocating from out of state to be here close to their daughter. And they wanted to be in Newcastle County. And what I do love about Delaware is it is so different. As small as we are, all of our areas are so different. And Newcastle County isn't the area that I primarily work in. But when you go up there, one thing that I really love about that area is you can go into these neighborhoods that are older, established neighborhoods that are really pretty to drive through. They're well maintained. The homes are well maintained.
There's a hill every now and then.
There is 100%.
If you're in Tallyville,
Every
there's a
now and
lot
then
of
you're like,
hills in
whoa, what was
Tallyville.
that?
Am I in PA already?
You get that feeling in your stomach when you're driving over. You're like, whoa!
Like, is this PA?
6 feet tall?
And the interesting part is the homes that we're looking at, they're not flying off the market like they were in Newcastle County. Now, these homes are in the 5 to 650 range. So a little bit high. If they were, in the 4s or 5s, they would probably drop, go a little quicker. But I'm seeing that, there's opportunity there for a little bit of negotiating, even in Newcastle County, which
Compared to a couple years ago, yeah.
For those of you who aren't familiar, Newcastle County being so close to the Wilmington, is Wilmington, but the Philadelphia and southern New Jersey area, a lot of people commute, work up there, and then live down here. So
Saving the property tax. And the price for
so those homes tend to go a little faster for a little more money for the average day family or working person.
But just to the point, that's a completely different lifestyle.
It is.
Vibe.
So
You
faster. It's like
yeah,
it's a
and you
city.
can accomplish and find a bunch of different vibes. Like my buddy Reese, he lives in an area out in Hockessin. It's very quiet. It's a little uppity in some of the shops, but it's very, very quiet, historic. You get into Wilmington and areas, completely different vibe. You got shopping centers, you got the riverfront, and then you get down like into even like Delaware cities people don't know exist. Can be beautiful little towns, especially if they got rid of that big factory. But you got a lot of different Newark with UD, a lot of different ecosystems. Just below the bridge though, the canal, we got a bunch of others, and that's kind of where Delaware separates. I feel right at that bridge, because now we're in the Towns End and Blackbird Forest, and all of a sudden it gets a little bit more country-ish.
Lower, slower.
Lower, slower, baby. LSD. Do you think anyone's ever seen LSD on the back of someone's car and thought maybe they just really love it?
I've had people say that at the beach. They're like, "What does this mean? Is it drugs?" I'm like, "It's not." I mean, I might know somebody, but no, it's not.
Are you taking drugs?
Everybody here loves it.
Everyone high right now?
Is that why everybody likes Delaware
You're high
so much?
too.
YouTube's gonna flag the episode. Let's stop. It means lower, slower Delaware. You can look it
I was
up.
like, you banned now.
I want to
Strike two.
I want to transition us into a quick little game, and then we're gonna walk through some numbers. So we'll do game first, then we'll do numbers, and then have one more game that we're gonna end with. I think everyone's gonna enjoy, because everyone loves looking at Zillow and looking at houses and bagging on the price. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, we're gonna do overrated, underrated. I think for a lot of people coming in, there's some areas and there's some restaurants and there's some just calling cards of Southern Delaware that have strong opinions.
I know what's coming.
And us, as the forefront leaders of Southern Delaware lifestyle, need to tell you how to feel about these things. So before you get in,
Our opinions are the only ones that
our
count.
opinions are the opinion to have. Just be very clear.
Literally.
You will be the coolest people
Nobody
in
will
Delaware
comment
if you
under
share
this
our
video
opinions.
locally.
You're working with another
Nobody.
realtor, you're
Look
wrong.
at the
There'll be no
comments.
hate.
No one's going to disagree with this. All right, Grotto's Pizza.
I knew it. Number one.
Overrated, underrated.
Over.
And
Over.
whoa, I haven't even explained all the rules yet, hater. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated. And I will start as the host of this show and say properly rated. I think it is a very good pizza. I think it is a legendary taste.
I think it has a unique taste. I think it's overrated. It is overly greasy, in my opinion, unnecessary. And the people that are willing to die on the hole and say this is the best pizza ever, the best pizza we've ever ate in Delaware, I'm like, you need to eat somewhere else.
Pizza in Delaware. We didn't
Even
say
go to
that.
Domino's. Like,
Whoa!
Now you're no.
Opinion
no.
shut off. Pop.
So I would go closer to properly rated. It is different. It's unique, and they do call themselves legendary taste. It's got a little, I don't know, the sauce is a little
The
tang
cheese,
to it.
don't they use like cheddar or something? I don't know.
They do use a different type.
Some
They
type
don't
of
use
cheese.
mozzarella.
And it's like ringed.
Yeah.
Leave the beach, go onto the boardwalk, get a paper plate with 2 slices of grottos, and tell me that's not some of the best pizza you had. Come on.
Okay.
He said, all right, I'll do that now.
No, I think depends. I think it's properly rated if you're gonna go to Grotto's to watch a game, because it's a sports
fair.
bar.
Yeah, it is like a
so
sports bar.
it's a great environment, like eating some pizza, drinking with your friends,
Actually,
watching
really
the
good
games.
burgers, too.
Yes, but if you're gonna just go as a family and eat it while you're sober, no,
It's
overrated.
good drunk
Yes.
pizza. I'd say that up in New York, 100%.
Trust me, I've had it
I did
plenty
that
of
plenty of
times.
times.
After being a Dewey on my, when I was younger, after Dewey
Mama
nights,
C's was the
going
place
to get a
in
pizza when
Dewey.
you're drunk, it's delicious. I can give you that.
And I'm going to say that Grotto's was smart because they made a little shift because they used to just be a restaurant. The sports bar part wasn't a part of Grotto's.
That's fair.
Other than the one at the beach in Lewis there by
Their
Home
Super
Depot.
Center or whatever they called it.
Yeah, whatever they called it.
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. That one had like a bar and TVs and stuff in it. But now that they have incorporated kind of the sports bar, you go to the one in Camden,
Camden's good.
the sports bar side is always full.
Yeah.
The rest of the
Yeah,
restaurant
like the family
is kind
part
of
is like
empty.
nobody goes. It's just to go watch
Yeah.
games and hang out with your friends.
But
Same
they
thing
are-
with the Milford.
Yeah,
too,
Milford.
Yeah.
Buffalo
it's
Wild Grub.
It is
Very-
like yeah.
It's like Buffalo Wild Wings, but with pizza. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Literally.
Pizza Buffalo Wild
Yes.
Wings. Chickens. Delaware has 295 million chickens. This puts us as a ratio to people as the highest ratio of chickens to people in the entire country.
It also means we export the most compared to any other state.
All right, economist. So, overrated,
Should
underrated.
get into that.
Chickens.
I mean, it's properly rated.
Properly rated,
except
the
in the
chicken?
freaking spring when it stinks. But
Okay.
other than
Every
that,
now and then. A little
I
manure.
mean, I'm all for
A
animals.
little manure for the Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Coffee,
Delaware.
manure.
Yeah.
It's properly rated.
Yeah, it's
I give it that.
properly
Yeah, I mean, it's a great economy for a great piece of our economy, and it's something that it's interesting because I would never have thought that the chicken industry basically can survive on family farms, but that's really what happens.
After Purdue
It's
bought
a
'em all out.
family farm, and
Purdue Farm owned by Purdue. Or a family farm owned by Purdue.
yes, but the family owns the farm, and then it's like subsidized by Purdue.
Yeah,
or
we know.
Allen's.
We don't need to talk about farming oligarchies, though. So
Yeah.
let's move on to
It's a cool concept.
a day at a beach house on the Rehoboth Bay. Overrated, underrated.
Does it have to
Also,
be
I think
Rehoboth?
chickens are underrated.
So
Cockadoodle.
on the bay,
Rehoboth Bay. Okay. This is the Rehoboth Bay. One day Airbnb. You got a night. Overrated, underrated. If someone's looking to take an Airbnb trip down. They're here in Rehoboth Bay. Maybe that's their day
If
trip.
it's free, it's underrated. If you pay for it, it's overrated.
Really?
it depends.
Well, I don't think there's any volunteer Airbnbs out there. So you're saying overrated?
Yeah, I mean, it's Delaware.
I love it.
I say it depends on the time of year.
Yeah.
Because there's about a 4-week period where you can really be fighting the bugs. Other than that, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we're talking June. You can get a boat out there. You can go jet skiing out on the bay. You got the bridge in the sunset view. You're not willing to pay $200 for that?
Well,
What?
I don't remember the last time I was at the
200?
beach in Dover.
2,000.
Been
She
a while.
wants it for the
It's
day.
been years since I've been to the Delaware
So
beach.
she wants it for
honestly.
free?
I am a socialist. I'm just kidding.
Politics, guys. Well, let's get into it.
Strike 3.
Overrated, underrated. This is a very controversial topic. Beach traffic.
Oh, overrated.
Oh,
You think it's an overrated so as a complaint, is this an underrated complaint? Should we be talking about it more? It's an overrated complaint. It's overhyped.
No, it's underrated.
Underrated.
We need to talk about more.
We need to
It's-
talk
stop
about it more.
We need to stop it.
Heard. Okay. What do you guys think? Underrated meaning we need to talk about it more. It's a bigger issue that's being talked of, or overrated, people need to shut up.
Okay. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And here's why. It's certain days for a few hours that you realize that, hey, when I'm on Sunday afternoon leaving the beach, there's going to be a lot of traffic on Route 1 from Rehoboth all the way to basically Milford. It's going to be traffic. It's going to be stop and go. There's going to be traffic. Okay. That's 2 or 3 hours, 1 day a week for about 4 to 5 months. And the same going south on Friday.
Sunday.
Thursday.
Going,
Actually-
or you're going south.
North.
Yeah.
Actually, this
North
year,
on Sunday, south on
This
Friday.
year, I noticed it started on Thursday. A lot of people are
coming
starting to leave
earlier.
on Thursday. So Thursday and Friday was freaking busy this year.
People are able to maybe take a 4-day week and then work from
Right.
home or something maybe on that Friday.
But that's
from
what I'm
the
saying.
beach.
So it's like if now we're seeing it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like how many more years until we see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Maybe on
Then
Monday.
It's literally going to be weekly. Like
gotta not be walking
the
at
whole
that
week.
point.
Yeah. Like
UBI is going to be having everyone coming down.
I don't know. I just always look at it in a different way. That when I see cars, I think helping Delaware's economy.
And I
And
agree.
maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right.
I mean,
You're
when people
absolutely
are
right.
coming here, they're spending money. They're doing things that help our state.
That is the trade-off.
Even though they aren't a part of our state, some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them are vacationers. Some of them are coming to their second homes. And as a realtor, I love people to want to come here and live here. I mean, it's kind of part of what we do. But I think most people will tell you that when you live, especially down that way toward the beach area, you just learn when and where not to go and when to go there, not to go there, type of thing.
And
based
before
on time.
Austin offers his contrarian couch take, because this is the contrarian couch, we're on the same page for the most part, other than the Bay.
being married.
And being married. We're not. My wife, I'm not
you're my
married.
work husband. There you go.
Don't say not that toxic term. It is only certain days. It does help the economy. And you're right. When we talk about places like New York and New Jersey and like you're from Tampa, Florida. I've been DC.
DC,
I was there
Baltimore.
recently. I've been in LA. Like the traffic we're talking about in comparison to other areas is minor league. It's very minor league. Even in comparison to upstate. If you get into 95.
Oh, you're stuck.
When rush
Around
hour 95.
Christiana.
Yeah, I think that's worse than beach traffic
10 times.
because that's every day.
Our state has been spoiled with the lack of traffic
See, I
over
thought you
the
were about to
years.
disagree with him.
I completely agree with you.
Oh, my bad.
We're spoiled.
No.
We're spoiled by the actual. Just you could go anywhere you wanted to at any time, and there was never.
But
a
that's
car
the
on
beauty
road.
of Delaware. It's a small state. Like if I
disagree.
wanted to move to Delaware from Tampa, it's like because I don't want to be in the traffic. I want to move to a state
Yeah,
that doesn't
like
have
if you
traffic.
live in Tampa, you go and do things
Yeah.
in Tampa.
Yeah.
I guess that's what people don't know about Delaware.
But see, here's the thing. Growing up in Delaware, the beach traffic, the weekend, you knew there was always beach traffic. It is what it is. Was there 4th of July. I was there at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Took me 30 minutes to get to Rehoboth on the 4th of July, major holiday, because I didn't go in the morning. I made sure everybody that wanted to go there was getting there, and then I went. You just got to pick and choose. But see, here's the thing with
You got that local knowledge.
that local knowledge.
Take Canterbury.
People, take care of it. People, I think, like to complain about traffic and little things like that to such an nth degree. I hear about it in Milford sometimes. People are like, oh my God, the traffic takes so long because of all these people moving here. I live in South Milford. It takes me 10 minutes to get to Wawa, which is North Milford. There are red lights. It happens. I'm not stuck between stop and go traffic the entire time. There's red lights.
And a lot
even
of
if
the
nobody
traffic
was
for the
here,
beach
That's how 13
on
in
the
Delaware is.
Friday
Like, red light,
is
red
on 1.
It's on
There's
1.
not little coming down 113.
Barely anything.
But I think the concern is, does that grow? And I'll put some Del Dot numbers out there. The Route 1 to Rehoboth Avenue intersect, the overpass, they count their cars. And it's gone from about 49,000 just 10 years ago to now we're upwards of 86,000. And that jump was really dramatic at COVID. It was only to about 56K in 2019 and then went whew. And we still don't have the 2025 numbers to see if that number's still going up. And I think for what, specific to Milford, because if there's anybody who can complain about the beach traffic, and I feel have a good reason to complain about it, it's Milford. Because you didn't buy a house near the beach, you didn't buy a home down at the bay, and now you're starting to see the Friday and the Thursday traffic starting. I think the complaint is what will it turn into? Maybe not the
that's
problem
the
right
thing,
now.
yeah.
The one flying around is killing me.
I think that's the biggest thing is what's going to happen in 10 more years.
Yes.
We don't have
Now,
many
the
extra
biggest
roads.
pro-
Where can we make extra roads?
Biggest pro that we did not talk about though with the beaches is the fact that we're only talking about a 3 to 4 month on season. It used to be like you'll remember back in the olden days, right? When in Delaware, the beaches used to be shut off during the off season. There was nothing.
Nothing to do.
Now it's all on.
There's things to do in the
nothing
middle of
shuts
winter.
down in the winter, spring, fall. So when you
Well,
live
it's,
in around,
it's because the locals that we live here, we don't go during the summer. We
Yes,
wait
now-
until the off season to
and
go to the
it's
restaurants.
such an awesome
Yes.
opportunity for that
Yeah.
because it's built for on season, has all this stuff to do, all these places to eat, and now during fall you can go on a nice walk in them.
100%.
I do that.
Sea
Yeah,
Witch
I mean we
Festival.
go like date nights. We go down south during the winter, fall, whatever.
It's almost like you read my notes. Oh, no. Overrated, underrated. The fall season in Delaware.
Properly rated. I love it. I love the changing of the colors. I mean, even now it's only early September and it's already like chilly weather. It's enough that like on the weekends you want to put a sweater on, put some chili on the stove, and
Just a
watch some
couple
football.
layers.
It's amazing. I love
I'd
it.
say properly rated because we're very much a four-season state.
Yes.
We have our defined, where a lot of states, you go just a little bit further north and, you really don't, you have way more winter than you have a lot of other things.
I think that's what people with Delaware realize when they get here is there's a stark difference between North Jersey, New York, as like really the line between having some harsh winters versus some being pretty moderate here. We'll get, I think the stat is like 12 to 14 inches a year of snow.
I mean, it's really not the snow.
Where
that's
Buffalo's getting 12 to
yeah,
14
the snow
feet.
is not the problem. The cold is not the problem. Honestly, with Delaware winter's just the damn wind. There's nothing to block it,
We
so
do
you're
a little
like,
coastal
it
wind.
hurts. Yeah, it hurts. It does.
You ready for the next one? Milford. Overrated, underrated. The town we are sitting in at this exact moment. The number one growing city for the last 3 years in Delaware. At a 17% population increase for the last 2.5 years.
I think it's properly rated. I think there's a lot of things that have come here, really awesome things about Milford, from the new movie theater, the new hospital. They got the new police station that
axe
just
throwing
went
place,
in. All these new restaurants that have come in the last couple years.
The axe throwing place, dude.
The axe store,
Off
100%.
Milford Harrington
Kiss my
Highway.
axe in
Kiss
Milford.
my axe off
Axes all
Milford
the
Harrington
times.
Highway next to Easy Speed.
Easy Speak. Oh, get there.
Duh.
I mean, please, you should go if you come visit every time.
Literally.
But with that,
Sponsored by.
sponsored by. Put a little ad spend there. A little ad spend. I don't think it's the oh my god end all be all at the end of the day that sometimes people think it is. Like, oh, it is the best town. It needs to stay this quaint little thing the last, what it was 20 years ago, like when I grew up in
Little art
downtown
town.
Milford. Yeah, a little art town, this little thing. But it still has that. It has the character. It has the homey feel that still exists. I feel like some people just try to fight for that too much that respectively probably haven't lived here the last 20, 30 years.
I'm going to take a different approach on that. I'm actually going to say overrated. And I'm going to say it's purely for the development, and I think it's purely for the people who have lived here for 20, 30 years. I think there's a group of people, a subsect of Milfordians, that want us to be an art town. They want us to be a little river town with some art museums. We have 4. We have 2 bars and 4 art museums. So it's like, in terms of like social life, it's not balanced. It's a great downtown. It's a beautiful downtown. But the stores don't succeed. Mm-hmm. We don't see anything other than an Irish store really stick around for more than 5-6 years. And I think it's because we're not pushing into, we do have a lot of relocators. We do have a lot of people who haven't been here for 10, 20, 30 years. Who just want a good place to live, fun things to do. Like our main grocery store being Redner's is okay. But like people want, or Walmart, but people do want a Whole Foods. People do want things to do. And I do think the infrastructure of Milford is being held back slightly by large-scale NIMBYs. Large-scale, and maybe NIMBY's the wrong word because that's not my backyard, but not my town type people. For example, like we have it was a bar and grill that was going to open up that got turned into a coffee shop because they weren't allowed to open up a place that even had alcohol because it was within a certain distance of the church and we already had a tavern. We just have there's some old school actions happening that I think may be holding back long term.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Especially with our
I agree with
population
that.
increase. Like, we
Yes.
got to have more things to do.
I mean,
Yes.
as a business owner, Delaware makes it very hard to get liquor licenses and expensive.
Milford especially.
Especially,
Yes.
yes. So it's just not convenient.
We're not all alcoholics, by the way. I hardly drink.
But I mean, it's fun,
Feel cool talking about
especially
bars.
owning an next place. Thank God we're next to Easy Speaks, right? Because I don't have to worry about the liquor or the food because people just come to play and then go to Easy Speaks right next door. It's better. But for other people that don't have that, they can't open businesses because they're not going to be successful.
I'll give a story. There's a new golf course that opened. It was privately opened and then it shut down because we didn't have enough people playing. Yeah. But now it's opening and it's thriving. They couldn't get, for the first year, a cart girl out. They couldn't get a little beverage cart out because they had to get a separate liquor license for that and they wouldn't issue it to them. Yeah. They said, you're not allowed to have two. They're like, we have a bar and a cart. What are you talking about? You can't have, we're a golf course. This is the standard operation.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything extra.
It's wild how sometimes people just have that power.
And from having sat for a year on the downtown Milford board, not to belittle or name names, there's just a lot of people that don't want to see any growth outside of the art industry. And
they want.
It's what they want. It's what they want. And I love a good art museum. I went to Vegas and went to two. I really enjoy walking through and seeing people's creativity on display. But we're not an art town. We're not some big rich town that can really afford to maintain that, in my opinion. So that's where I'd say underrated.
You need the out-of-staters with the money to buy the art.
Maybe.
Or the other thing too is people want things to do and then they build them and that they don't want. Oh, it's too expensive.
Yeah, and you need the people to get things in. You want to target? You need 25,000 people bare minimum
that's what
in 5 square miles.
Because nobody oh, it's too expensive. I don't want to go.
Apparently, Lewis is getting a new Target and a Costco. I lost my page, guys. I had one more. Fill the conversation. Say things.
Houses, guys. Houses.
Make sure everyone listening is entertained and knows to work with Loft Team.
What do you think about that Costco coming?
Well, that's where it's going. It's going to be Costco.
That's
Target,
what I'm saying. How do you think that's going to make that traffic in the area already?
I don't think it's going to change anything. No.
Well,
I'm not coming to Delaware and go Target at the beach.
I've saw some people on Facebook saying, "Well, I drive from Smyrna to go to that or whatever." I don't think most part people aren't doing it. I think for the most part, those people already are there.
No, but I'm talking about I don't know, the people that are in Lincoln South that the closest Target is Dover. So now they have to go to that one.
Gives you options.
Yeah.
If there was no, I'm still going to Dover. I live in Milford. I would absolutely.
No, I say Lincoln. I didn't say Milford.
Lincoln's not
Milford. What's
okay, you're closer. But if you're in Lincoln, that's a better example, maybe because you're closer to Route 1, and it really just gives you the up-down option. Right. I think I'm still going up. Personally, I think I'm still going up.
I wouldn't. So Dover, the Target
Dover
is terrible.
That area needs more shopping options. It does.
Lewis?
That Millsboro Lewis area where that's going. There's not a lot. You almost have to go to Salisbury, or something.
He said Lewis Millsboro, and I'm like,
that's
Rehoboth?
Wait a minute. That's what I was like. Wait a minute. I don't go down there
What
often.
about the shopping in Rehoboth?
The Lewis Millsboro area.
But no, I'm talking about shopping like a Target, a
Costco, things like that.
Costco,
they do need more shopping centers. Absolutely, they need
but
more.
Not in Lewis. Lewis is tiny.
Well, no, Lewis. It's outskirts Lewis. It's outskirts Lewis. It's not like downtown historic.
It's
Lewis.
25 minutes from downtown.
But they don't have department stores down there. There really is.
East or west?
Yes, downtown is downtown.
It's the outlets,
Southwest,
which is a bunch of sub stores. We don't really have a big department store like a Target. They don't even have They have the one Supercenter Walmart they've had for a while.
For a long time.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. All right. Well, I can't find the last overrated underrated.
Let me see if I can find it.
So we've given up on it. Good luck.
Oh, bless.
Good luck.
A lot of gibberish in there.
I know what the other page
Don't let
look
the
like.
government get that book, okay? So
See red laser run across.
we're going to run through some...
Freaking nerd.
Deep
See, that's why women do it better.
Carla Montez.
Underrated. Underrated.
The last one was, and this is a northern Delaware, but just to shake it up, the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
Oh.
Great game, great environment. It's just too far for me to go to.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Exactly.
The way you phrase that, I can't give you that much equity. I'm so sorry.
That should be the next game for that reason. The Shark Tank.
Pitch your real estate investment to us.
Yes, we should do that. Oh, God,
it's an hour and 15, 20-minute drive.
Well, you live in Felton, yeah.
Hour, maybe. But I don't know. I enjoy it. It's a good time. I've gone to some like events type things there, and that's a good time.
They have the,
Chase Center's nice.
the taco festival.
They do a taco festival. Yes.
It is a cool venue. It's right off the highway.
It's a good, yeah.
You got the Riverwalk stuff down
Riverwalk's
there.
right there, which has improved drastically over the last 10 years.
Yeah, but if I lived in that, say, 30-mile radius, I might be a season ticket holder. I love baseball, so it'd be cool. Yeah,
I think it's
a good
properly
environment.
rated.
He's a resident baseball guy, so
Yeah.
that was more for you.
I think as far as the team is properly rated, as far as getting there because of the damn traffic, overrated.
It could use a little bit more parking.
Yeah.
Could
Yes.
use a little bit more parking.
I counter it. I think the cool thing about Delaware is, depending on where you live, you have 2 options for minor league teams to go see, Wilmington or Salisbury, and I think that's cool because I've gone back and forth growing up seeing both.
The
I'd rather go
Shorebirds.
south. I'd rather go south.
Before we get into the numbers, we could have it where it's like, I have a $320,000 home,
For that reason,
4-bed, 4-bath in Lincoln, Delaware. I'm offering $300,000. And we
It's
could be
in
the
Lincoln,
shark
Delaware
saying
for that
whether we
reason.
buy it or
I know.
not. That would be hilarious.
Let's do that.
Let's look at some numbers for Sussex County, and then we're going to get into a home price game so we can walk through what homes are actually selling for and actively listed for in Southern Delaware. But the numbers right now for Sussex County, new listings are up. We had 745 new listings. The total listing volume hit a near all-time high a couple months ago and has now since fallen off. So we had over 600 million homes, worth of homes, I should say, on the market just 5 months ago. The listed volume now is down to 471 million, still a lot. Listed median in Sussex County, Delaware is $495,000, median listed price. And the end of market inventory, I'm going to come back to that. That's a really interesting one. Month supply keeps going up. We're at 4.8. Pendeds, we had about half of our inventory that listed, 352 homes, go pending. Usually those homes are priced well, ready to go, off the market. And the sold median, different from the listed median, has actually dropped to now $440,000. So the listed median at $495 and the sold median being at $440, that means we're seeing a lot more negotiating power. We're seeing a lot more price reduction. We're seeing a lot more of that. And the listed median is always a lag. So we're probably going to see in the next 2 to 3 months, maybe that number start to come down even more as we're seeing more negotiating. And we also see that number in the days on market. That has gone from, in the last 5 months, from 48 days on market on average, the time it takes for a home to hit the market actively to receive its pending offer, to now 65 days. So we're now over 2 months. So inventory's sitting on the market longer. It's dropping a little bit in price, but the one concern that I have is the end of market inventory, and here's why. The only way price can die is if supply is high. The only way you can get a good deal is if there's a lot of options. And right now, we have a stagnation effect that's happening in our supply because 5 months ago, we had 2,595 homes on the market. This number has been climbing for 3 years. And for the first time, stopped climbing. And for the past 4 months, it's been going down slightly because we've gone from 2,595 to the next month, 2,567, and now we're at 2,522. So it's actually starting to slowly wean off. And this seasonality-wise is not the market where that typically happens. End of summer into fall, we start to normally see that stagnation effect happen in October, not August and July and June. So it's a very odd scenario where we're not seeing more homes hitting the market to make up for what's being purchased. And that leads me to think that maybe we won't see price compression because we don't have enough options on the market. We're on the front lines. What do we think in the next year? Do we see prices slowly declining ever so slightly or begin to stagnate or even rise up?
I think one of the reasons that it's causing some of this stagnation is the types of homes getting listed. The homes that are stuck in the 2000s, the kitchens are outdated, bathrooms are outdated, are sitting. Because if somebody can afford to buy a house nowadays, they don't want to drop $50,000, $60,000 to get it up to what would be considered up to date nowadays, if they even have the funds available. So those houses are sitting, they're selling for less, or what I've seen happen sometimes is the sellers just take it off the market because they believe that the house should still get sold for this price, and if it doesn't, they don't care.
Not only take it off the market, but there's some that they don't want to drop the price because they can afford that $1,000 mortgage.
Yeah.
While they don't live in it, so they're not losing much. But if they were to sell at whatever price we have it, they're gonna make $200,000.
Yeah.
So it's like they can afford that.
And to your point, Austin, with people wanting the updated, beautiful home, They're watching all the shows on HGTV or whatever. They just go and buy new construction because right now, and for the last 6 months to a year, there's good incentives with new construction. So why go through a renovation if you can just buy it brand new? That's what a lot of people are doing.
Good.
Homes.
Very good. Very good. So I want to bring us into a little guessing game here if my phone actually wants to bring up on the screen. Yeah, put on your glasses, Pop.
Harry Potter.
Glasses time.
Don't have them.
Really?
The one thing I do want to say about new construction before we get off into the fun stuff and really end the podcast is new construction is really a great option right now. A great option right now. We have a builder's guide. We'll attach it in the description with every single actively being built neighborhood in Southern Delaware. And those builders are stressed. We just walked through. So I have a national podcast, which I'm not saying go listen to, but we cover new construction nationally. And what's very interesting is the Federal Reserve actually breaks down, I'm a nerd, you know this, the 3 phases of new construction. Because it's not just new construction. We know this, but a lot of people don't know this, is there's 3 phases to it. There's not completed, under construction, and completed and for sale. And the number for new construction sales in America, the active inventory, dropped for the first time in 3 years. So of course I'm interested. Why did it drop? Which of the 3 phases saw the drop? And when I went in, what I saw was that the completeds actually went up. So completed's going up. All right, so we have more completed homes in comparison to what's nationally available, even though national available is going down. Okay, so homes aren't selling as fast. Then I go over to the not completed side. Not completed is about the same, a little bit of an uptick. And as we know, but for those listening, those are the floor plans, CGI, just you look at the home and you can clearly tell that's not a real home. It's a piece of dirt that could have a home. They're blueprints. And construction companies use these to market because they need to sell their home. So we're not seeing any tailor off in that. We're not seeing them hold off on pushing their homes. But where we saw the deepest drop off was the under construction. Homes aren't being built as high level. People actually taking it from game plan to under construction isn't happening as much. And a lot of the homes that are making it to completion are sitting. So we're seeing some red flags in the new construction world, which should be a green flag for anyone listening, that new construction companies will offer you incentives. We have all gotten deals with new construction companies in the last 12 months for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, coverage of closing costs, lower interest rates because they can offer their own mortgage packages, even though oftentimes we would like you to work with our guy because they're better. But you can get a lower mortgage rate, more incentives, really than any time I can personally remember. I'm remembering back 2017, 2018, I wasn't seeing these kinds of deals.
I think that part of the reason those numbers are like they are, though, is I think builders made a decision a couple of years ago that, hey, there isn't very much resale inventory, so we're gonna build spec homes. They're building a lot.
Explain what a spec home is.
A spec home meaning the builder sits down and says, okay, Joe and Susie, this is the average home that they want. This is what people are buying.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah. You know, they put the gray cabinets in there with the gray floor and the granite,
walls,
whatever.
Yeah.
They build it, and then a month or so prior to it being completed, they start marketing it for sale. And then it typically gets sold right as it's finishing up. Yeah. But because of so many of those being done, I think that's the reason why you're seeing brand new construction homes sitting on the market for a little longer. I just recently had clients go under contract, and they got the house for like $60,000 under the asking price, and they got $20,000 in closing assistance.
Holy cow.
Yes.
I believe it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're struggling. And that's the entire D.R. Horton business model. For those who are looking for like an example of that, is a spec home.
Yeah, they build everything spec.
Which, people don't want that anymore. Like most people that want new construction, they want to at least pick the
some
colors
customization.
of the cabinets or the floors, and they're not allowed to do that. There are
See,
not very
I
many
find
builders that
it-
do that.
I don't find it that way with most of my clients. There are those who want to build it from scratch and get everything that they want in it, but I've found that there are a lot of people that are like, I want a newer home, I want the updated things. There's enough in here that I can make it mine. But I mean, to each their own. But I find that a lot of people are okay with that, depending on the builder quality and level.
In time in their life too.
Yeah, exactly.
Relocation's a little bit different versus military relocation. You're local here, and I'm going to, have a family grow here the next 15 years.
Right. Right.
And Gen Z's just, Gen Z's hoping for a shed to pop up that might match their profile. So
Get a box.
we might have to have a whole other podcast episode on that specifically.
So what are we doing here?
Can you read the screen first of all before you hate?
There's a house. I see
There
the
is a
picture.
house. That is a house.
You see how many beds, bath?
We have a
I got
house at 24711 Berry Lee Street, Lot 66 in Lewis. This is one of those spec homes that we talked about. This home was built by a new construction company for sale. We can still see the olden, looks like sand or dirt stains in the driveway from the industrial vehicles. So this home's been on the market for 66 days. It is a quarter acre at 1,361 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, and I want you to guess the price.
$465.
Price is Right rules, by the way.
525.
575.
You're all wrong. It's $395.
What?
This is an example of a new construction build that is getting marketed for sale. This is my daughter and a chicken.
So that, but I will say that most likely that if you read all the details of that, it's going to be similar home picture shown here.
Actually, no. This is a spec home being built, single family. That home right there is ready to buy
Okay.
at this moment.
Okay.
I think question is also
$395?
But that
location in
happens
Lewis.
quite often.
Location in Lewis
You want to
also
go?
matters.
Want to go halfies?
This is George County, Lewis.
So yes, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
You're
that
about
makes
20
sense.
minutes off of real Lewis. 15 minutes off
You
of
should
real
have started
Lewis.
with that.
Oh man, I didn't mark off the price enough. Don't look at it.
I say
Dollar.
Pop can't read it, so. All right, so Pop, you're the only one who can guess the price on this home.
Dang it.
This is a 0.4 acre lot off of the Rehoboth Bay. This is technically in Lewis, but off the Rehoboth Bay, 31370 Point Circle. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,300 square feet. The finishes are immaculate.
nice
What
pool.
is the price?
That pool looks nice.
Yes, it also has a pool.
East of Route 1.
And it's,
Nothing like
it's right
having
by the water, right?
Nothing
Yeah,
like
I see
having a
that.
pool and the bay.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dirty water or clean water? Jay?
1.2?
He can read.
For all suspicious.
No! I can't read that.
The price
That's
is $1.2
suspicious.
million.
I can't read that. Promise you I can't read
Comment whether you think Jeff cheated.
I can't read it, I promise
He's using his disabilities to
The
his
next
advantage.
one, I can see the next
I
one.
don't
too.
think you can guess the price. No, you can't.
It's also my listing. Nice
Oh, I know, because I just looked at it.
Actually, you can try
Now
and
this
guess it.
is a 0.23 acre lot home, 109 Courtney Lane in Felton, Delaware. This is active for sale. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,148 square feet. And this is ready to go at a price point of...
I know. I'm not going to say.
Try
Below
it.
300.
I know exactly what it is.
Try it.
Go
What is
ahead.
it?
You say.
You say it. We say it at the same time. On three. 1, 2, 3.
289.
No.
Wrong.
Oh, you tried to be cocky! It's
Wrong.
$295.
It's actually $290 as of today. So
So you were
Discounts. Baby,
just looked it up.
haggle.
He's obviously looking at the MLS on a daily basis because he loves his clients.
He's predicting in the future when this gets posted to it. Yeah.
All right.
Bro, you did terrible.
I did such an awful job. Why did the first one actually
You
block out
millennial
for me?
boomer.
Everyone look that way.
Millennial.
Everyone look that way. We're going to do this one more time. Everyone on the... You get to watch
fireplace.
it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Blacken it out again.
Sean's looking at it though. I see him.
Sean doesn't count. He doesn't have a mic.
He counts though.
We love Sean.
There we go. All right. We have yet another pool. 5-bed, 3.5 bath. This is on Reed Avenue in Dewey Beach. We are right next to the water. We do have a little bit of a hint for this 5-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,800 square foot on a fifth of a lot by seeing that it actually just had a $345,000 price prediction. So that gives you a hint on the price point.
2.4.
2.4?
3 million?
3?
Is it on the actual bay?
It's not on the bay, it's in Dewey. So it's on the east side though.
Like
of
the-
Route
by the
1.
beach
Yes, it's
area.
on the beach
By the
side.
beach.
Yes, this is walkable to
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah, I would say it.
1.8.
1.8. Price. You said what?
2.5.
You said 2.5.
1.8.
1.8. 3. Pop wins again. 2.85 million.
I'm
Was
closer.
it 3? It was at 3.01
Yeah.
or 04 before the price
I'm
cut.
closer.
Price is right rules.
You were over.
You're over. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I did, but I don't make them. All right. Guys, anything we want to leave off on with somebody who's potentially looking at Southern Delaware, somewhere to relocate, We've talked about a lot. We're going to talk about a lot on the next episode. So subscribe if you want to catch this again. We'll continue to have these conversations at a very minimal, at a monthly basis. But you can follow us all along on our own social platforms, Carla Montez, Austin Gardner Loft, and we have... He's somewhere online.
Keith.
And I'm Zachary Loft on social platforms. Our Loft Team DE website does have all of our profiles as well as the opportunity to set up an appointment with each and every one of us. So if there's someone that you speak to a little bit more, like you love the boomer, or you love the military, or you love the local, there's going to be an opportunity for you.
Hey, I'm all three of those.
There you go. And a veteran.
From here, Georgia.
He's not as cool though.
98, I'm from here.
93.
I think 20 years of being, 20, that's a line. I don't know. At what point are you not a local?
Ask a local Facebook group.
Yeah.
How long do you have to
I'm
be
pretty
here to
sure
be
people
considered
know
a
the
local?
Cholo Realtor more than they know you.
I think 30 years is what you're going to hear, though.
Okay.
So you may be close to being a
That number's going to shift when I get
It'll
to
be
30.
40 by the
If
time
no,
you
it's
hit 30. Just like housing affordability.
Yeah.
Just when you get enough money, it gets more expensive. But where can people follow you?
Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. I was like, I forgot it was
took a
Instagram.
long time for you to
Yeah,
think
it was like,
of
what
this.
is that called? Instagram. Instagram is Carla.loft.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as well. You can find me either with Austin Gardner Loft or Austin Loft.
And I'm on Facebook. Also, check out our Google reviews. They're phenomenal. You'll find that we're the highest reviewed real estate team in Delaware by far, and they're great.
Yes. All you got to do is type in Loft Team on Google. It'll come right up. You'll see our site. You'll see our Facebook. And you'll see all the glowing reviews from people like you who are looking to relocate. There's a lot of minutia and a lot of niche information you need to know. It's not just a Google search away. So that's why partnering with a local professional, especially in relocation, is very important. Not just someone who deals with only local purchases and sales is very important because this is a very distinct and a lot of balls to juggle sometimes. But we're good at it.
Literally.
Any last takes?
We have a Delaware guide. Reach out for it.
Delaware guide is in the bio. See you guys.
Thanks.